Hello everyone, my name is Isle, and welcome to a professional series of StarCraft 2. On our first map, which is Data C, we have our purple Zerg player from South Korea. He is DRG. In the opposite corner, because I could not resist, our yellow Terran, it's GuMiho. I thought about what game to cast today, and then I thought, you know what I really feel like? I feel like some GuMiho. GuMiho, very fantastic player. He tends to do a whole bunch of random builds and isn't scared to do something a little bit different every now and then. The opposite corner, DRG, is a player which, if you haven't been watching StarCraft for a long time, you might not quite know who he is. DRG is actually a very good player. He's been playing since Brood War. I think he was actually playing in Brood War, and then he switched over to StarCraft 2, obviously. But there was a period in time in about 2012 where he was considered to be the best Zerg in the world. Many considered him. I mean, obviously, like the debate with Cyril and things now, it's always very hotly contested. But yeah, he's got a GSL code S under his belt, which is nothing to sneeze at. That is a very difficult tournament to win. So we'll have to see what he does here against GuMiho, who I have casted multiple times before. I love the way GuMiho plays, going for a double gas, by the way. So could be a little bit aggressive, maybe just Banshees. GuMiho has been favoring the cloaked Banshees. But yeah, GuMiho has also been around for a while. And interesting fact, if you didn't know this about GuMiho, GuMiho started playing as random. And he's the only player to have played in GSL as random. I mean, this was really early on in the early days of StarCraft. But yeah, you gotta have some skill to be able to do that. GuMiho also in 2012 had a whole bunch of first place that he got. He did a bunch of code A's that he won, and a bunch of the GSL team leagues, if I'm not mistaken. So these are two players that have quite a lot of clout behind their names. They're both very good players. We see a dodgy wall from GuMiho, a reactor on the barracks. Why does he have the dodgy wall? I'm so confused. Reaper just popping around, having a look. This stage, nothing too major between these two. Oh, Reaper, you're bouncing around a little bit much. We'll have to see what he tends to do after the factory. Why is there another SCV? Finishing off the wall. Okay. And going straight into a starport. So it is a 1-1-1 starport on the reactor. He's probably going to be sending out a bunch of Hellions. Yep, 2 in the production. DRG at this stage, he's just kind of powering along, droning up, getting ling speed. Only one gas, one drone in gas, that is, so yeah, nothing too aggressive planned for him. He's starting to work on his creep, and he's already acquired his third base. Very nice. So we'll have to see what happens with the starport. We see a fusion core. Is he gonna make Battlecruisers? I love Battlecruisers. I talked about Battlecruisers a little bit in one of my previous casts with Hero Marine. I love Battlecruisers. They're so fun. They're so much fun to watch. So let's see if he goes. But he's going for Banshee Cloak. GuMiho, what are you doing? You see, I don't want to predict what he's doing because it's GuMiho. GuMiho does what GuMiho does, which is, who knows? It's in his head. It makes sense in his head. The scary thing about GuMiho is, even though he does these random things, it works. He pulls off so many wins with his random things. Yep, there it is. It's Yamato, so it's going to be Battlecruisers. At the same time, he is getting a Banshee. He's got a second starport on the way. Okay. We'll see Battlecruisers. With Yamato, he can't be planning on going for only one Battlecruiser. He's got to go for more, right? Lair is on the way for DRG. I don't know if DRG's seen this. I don't think he's been able to scout too much. The Viking is moving across. That's going to help get rid of some of the overlords. Okay, we see 2 battlecruisers on the production tab at the same time. And DRG is going for roaches. Roaches... Oh, I honestly think that GuMiho is going to hard counter this build. GuMiho's only going for 2 base. He hasn't gone for a third. This roach timing, I assume, is more supposed to... Yeah, he's looking for the third now. It's more supposed to deal damage to the third than actually be able to get into the natural. GuMiho, by the way, has not even sent his Hellions across the map. He is just keeping them right here. Those battlecruisers are going to come out before the roaches do. And now we see Spire. He must have seen something. Did he? I want to see. Did he see? That is a very good guess. He must know something's up. Because he made the roach war, and only to not do anything with it. He's getting spores already. Here's the battlecruisers. They are jumping in. There are queens ready. Yamato, boom, one-shots queens. This is scary. GuMiho is not stopping there, by the way. He's going for more battlecruisers. I love this. I really love this. That's a lot of damage done. Battlecruisers are so strong. They're so hard to deal with. At the same time, he is moving the Hellions around, trying to get some damage done with them. But the battlecruisers are doing their work. There's not much to counter this. It's a couple of queens. Okay, the other queens are heading up. The battlecruisers are going to be able to get out fine. And very soon there's going to be 2 more. Spire? What? GuMiho got the Spire? That is fantastic. He's in such a good position. Now, there are Zerglings, but the battlecruisers, there's no answer to them. And Zerglings, I mean, Hellions can deal with Zerglings alright if controlled properly. I love that. And we see 2 factories on the way. And the 2 more battlecruisers coming in. 2 more Yamatos. Bye bye. 2 queens. This is so dangerous. Oh, I don't like these very low health ones. They're a little bit scary. Starting to teleport them back. The queens are transfusing for their lives. Meanwhile, we do see the Zerglings, but what are they going to get done? Ooh, these battlecruisers are getting some great work done. Meanwhile, ooh, DRG got some good damage here. What did he do? Did he send in some banelings? I don't know. I keep missing the baneling run bys. I'm trying to keep my eyes on a bunch of places on the map. There are 12 corruptors on the way. That's great. That's wonderful. You get rid of the battlecruisers, but then what? What do you do with the corruptors afterwards? I guess he's gonna morph them into broodlords. Sorry, I'm trying to see what's gonna happen here with the queens. All right, so the corruptors are coming out. They're going to chase away the battlecruisers. This is some decent damage. 10 drones, 14 workers gone down. Hellbats are now being morphed in. Hellbats are pretty strong. Yeah, there's the queen down. There's a landed Viking here for some reason. And now the corruptors are going to move across the map. Battlecruisers are being repaired now. Yamato's great because it also gets rid of those corruptors nice and quickly. It's a very strong spell. I say it's a spell. It's not even a energy based spell. It's a cooldown based spell. Okay, that battlecruiser is going to get out alive. Yamato's going down. GG is called. GuMiho takes game 1 with a bunch of battlecruisers. You love to see it. So we are loaded up into game 2. It is on the map Waterfall. I love that opening from GuMiho. This is, you see, this is why I wanted to cast GuMiho today. When I was thinking, what am I going to do? That is exactly the reason why. Because he does something that is a little bit offbeat. The battlecruiser openings have fallen out of favor quite heavily amongst other Terran players. But GuMiho, GuMiho doesn't care. He likes battlecruisers, so he's going to make battlecruisers. I think it also helped that he was able to cancel the Spire, which meant that those corruptors were so delayed. They came in so late for DRG, which meant that those battlecruisers had free reign in his bases. That, along with the Hellbats, yeah, too much damage was done and DRG just did not have an answer. if he tried to stay in, because I mean the Corruptors were across the map, but they weren't getting anything done. Even if he tried to stay in, I mean those Battlecruisers, they would have just been repaired. They would have jumped straight across the map again into the mineral line. And yeah, DRG wouldn't have had much answer to it. So very nice game there by GuMiho. I think DRG didn't play poorly, but GuMiho just outsmarting him a little bit, as GuMiho does. We see quite standard openers again. Hatch gas pool for the Zerg player. Barracks for GuMiho. He's going into his second CC. Orbital, sorry. That's not a second CC. He is going to go for the second CC now. On the low ground. Always feels a little bit scary, but I guess the pros know what they are doing. Reaper coming up. And I think this is a little bit more of a standard build. I say that, and there's the factory coming up again. Where does GuMiho put his... There's supposed to be a depot there, isn't there? No, he's not 21 out of 23. The factory comes up, the second gas comes up, and now he goes for a supply depot. So he actually goes for the factory before the supply depot. That's actually very interesting. So the builds that I know generally open up with the barracks into the second CC, pylon, supply depot, and then you get your factory and your second gas. But GuMiho is seeming to go for the factory before the second supply depot. It's not a big change, like at all. But that does allow him to get a nice early starport and get his Hellion production up and running. Reaper, by the way, oops, if I can just find the Reaper, there it is. Trying to run away from the Lings. I'm surprised DRG is actually chasing this. Like, the Reaper's going to be able to out-micro the Lings for days. Never mind what I just said. GuMiho trying to get a little bit too fancy there, and the Lings end up getting the Reaper. Did it catch any good scouting? Let's have a look. Oh no, it didn't even get to his side of the map. What is he doing with it? Oh. This stage, DRG knows there's a second base. He doesn't know much else, but he is going up for his third base. Now this is a tricky map. In the beginning, this was considered to be a Terran favored map. But recently, Zergs have been seeing a lot of success with it. Hellion run by coming in. Ooh, there could be some decent damage here. 2 workers down. Ooh, they're all lining up. That's 6 workers. Off a bunch of Hellions. 9. Ooh, and they're not done. The drones are running for their lives. 10. Nice little run by there with the Hellions. He's going for a Raven. I like that. I like the Raven. The Raven can move around and get a little bit of harassment damage done. Viking is going to start working on the Overlords. But yeah, so initially with this map, it was considered to be Terran favored, because if you look here, you can take your third base here, and setting up a couple of tanks means you can kind of protect this entire area with just a few tanks. The problem is, as players started figuring out this map, they realized that Terran can go for 3 bases comfortably. The 4th base, is it that one that you take? Or do you take this one? If you take this one, you are very close to the Zerg's 4th base, where this is a nice comfortable position for the Zerg player. So it's become a little bit tricky where Terrans are struggling to get up to 5 bases, which is essentially where Terrans want to be. And that's what's kind of made it a little bit better for Zergs lately, because Zergs they just expand both ways. So they'll go for the 3rd year, the 4th maybe on this side, 5th, and then 6th. And because of things like Zerglings, you can quite comfortably defend all those bases. Terran struggles a little bit more because you need to position your tanks correctly, make sure you've got a nice split on the army. Hellions coming in again, doing a little bit of damage. That's 4 more workers going down, not too bad at all. Some good damage coming off of these Hellions. That's 14 workers. For 3 Hellions, that seems like a very good trade. GuMiho, he's a bit on point in this game. The Raven is joining. I love the Raven moving out with the Hellions. It means that he doesn't have to scan to get rid of creep. The Raven can just do the observing for him. And Ravens also have quite a lot of utility. I really like that combination. There is a big roach push coming up, and they are moving across the map. Now this is meant to deal damage. Is it going to? Ooh, there's Marines. I'm gonna have to see. There are Ravagers coming in. Tank is on the way. I think this should be quite a comfortable defense. The barracks, the supply depot is taking damage. Okay, wall is open. Zerglings are flooding in. The workers are being pulled. The tank is biled down. Raven does come in to assist along with the Hellions. That means all the Zerglings are gone. Yeah, this was meant to do a lot more damage than it has done. GuMiho is driving this back very comfortably. Zerglings coming in to get rid of some of the workers. Try to get through, but yeah, I don't think he's going to have much success here. Marines clearing up everything. Raven dropping an auto turret. I don't think this justified the push. 2 workers. That is a very solid defense. I mean, he's trying to stop the 3rd base, but I don't think he's going to have much success here. More than enough Marines to deal with it. Medevacs are out. Yep. GuMiho has, I think, defended quite comfortably. It's very safe. At this stage, we do see the lair coming up. What is his follow-up? What is DRG going to follow up with? He's going for a couple more roaches. Don't know how I feel about the roaches, but he is getting +1 and roach speed. Okay, he still hasn't gone for his 4th base. That is very interesting. This stage, double medevac drop here by GuMiho. Let's see how much damage gets done here. How many queens do we have? 6 queens, but they are at the front. At the same time, the Raven is dropping some auto turrets. Marines pushing in, getting rid of the roaches. Yeah, stimmed Marines. You gotta respect stimmed Marines. At the same time, there is a push coming along on the other side. DRG is going to see that. GuMiho picks up on this side, but he's going to push a little bit, get rid of some creep. Scans ahead to see where the queens are. And this could just be a nice straightforward bio push. He's bringing tanks, he's bringing some more Marines. This is scary. If DRG doesn't have something to defend this, he is going to die. Roaches are not going to cut it. Need some Ravagers. Strong push in here. GG is called. GuMiho takes a smooth 2-0 versus DRG. That was a fun game to cast. If you're a Terran player, catch a couple of tips from GuMiho. He does a lot of things that are very interesting. You might be able to put some of them onto the ladder and cause a little bit of chaos. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this series. I really did. I thought it was very fun. Nice match between the two. If you did, make sure to drop a like rating. I really do appreciate it. If you want to see more StarCraft content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the support. And I will see you in the next one.